Hello Blazers, it is your boy Roman, your favorite neighborhood Russian. How guys doing today? Welcome to a brand new video, and in today's video guys, we're gonna be talking about perhaps my favorite people in the entire world. And I'm talking about Westerners who've been born in democratic Western countries who, instead of utilizing the power of their passport to go pretty much anywhere, which I don't have, decide to go to live in Russia and become Z. Now some of you guys watching this video might think, that sounds ridiculous, right? Why would anybody from the West willingly move to Russia now? Especially in the current times, where the whole agenda of Russian propaganda is sort of to paint the West and everybody from the West as a sort of a collective evil which the Russian nation has to rise against. Well guys, let me ruin your day, because those people exist. Recently I got this video recommended to me on YouTube called Getting Russian Permanent Residency. I even made a joke about it on Instagram saying my condolences bro. But I decided to check this video out and check the guy's channel out, and honestly, I've gone down a rabbit hole which goes way deeper than I thought. So this channel right here called Russia Guy, great name by the way, is a channel managed by a guy from Australia who moved with his family from Australia to Russia several years ago, and essentially he lives a farm life in Russia, and you know, apart from some questionable opinions which we'll get to in a second, they seem like decent people. And you know, needless to say, please don't go out of your way to harass these people or like, you know, talk shit. And I'm not here to like attack a family or whatever, but you know, there's a few questionable things this channel has done. They decided to stay in Russia after the start of the special military operation because, well, apparently it's fine within their moral compass. And by the way, I'm not claiming that the people who didn't leave Russia are OZ or anything like that, because I'd be literally insulting my own friends and family. But you know, this guy uploaded a video about the Russian military day on February 26, 2022, so 2 days after this special military operation started. So with a thumbnail like this, I mean, honestly, that's just something I would not do. Just not a decision I would make personally. And actually checks out the channels that this guy has, and apparently has a channel about his family life, his farm life, and his wife has a channel as well. And she actually basically confirmed my suspicions about why these people moved to Russia, because, okay, let's just watch it, I'm not going to spoil it.
Почему уехали из Австралии?
Good question.
Австралия, современная Австралия, это очень либеральная страна. Если это вам нравится, тогда вперед. Мы верующие и как семья консервативная. Когда мы подумали о будущем наших детей и что мы хотели для нашей семьи, мы решили, что Россия это лучшее место для нашей семьи. И поэтому мы все продали в Австралии и переехали в Россию.
So yes, they're a trad conservative family that moved to Russia because of, you know, the LGBT agenda in the West or whatever. This is crazy. This is just like perfect textbook example of what I was talking about in a video 2 years ago called Stop Idolizing Russia, where I mentioned that there's people in the West right now that are conservatives that actually think Russia is like the leader of the free world and is like, you know, the bastion of conservative hope or whatever, and it's a safe haven to go to hide away from the LGBT agenda or the trans agenda or whatever. But these people just feel very marginalized in their first world countries, so they go to Russia to secure the future of the children, by the way. I understand people make different decisions, and honestly, I don't want to dictate them what they do in their lives, and I don't even want to say they're wrong for what they're doing, but it's just not something I would do, personally, you know? But yeah, honestly, looking at this channel, I'm pretty sure it's a psyop. Like, this girl made a video addressed to Putin, asking for, Putin to help them settle in Russia, whatever, because they had visa issues.
Уважаемый Владимир Владимирович.
I'm sorry, I didn't even want to watch this. It's just like, just imagine saying on camera, "Dear Vladimir Vladimirovich," as an Australian citizen. But yeah, the thing is that after this address to Putin they shot on their channel, they actually got into Russian news here. They were in Russian TV, interviewed about like whatever, you know, reasons why they choose Russia instead of the, you know, the terrible West that's full of, you know, gay agenda. So yeah, they've been on TV, and also she has like videos why the day of victory is super important, and I agree it's important. It's just strange that that an Australian would make these videos, you know, or you know, celebrating the day of Russia 7 months ago, by the way, posing with the Russian flag and everything, and all of their videos, they're basically promoting Russia, and they actually managed to get Russian residency recently, which I imagine is not easy. So basically what I'm saying is that there's a chance this family is highly connected with some officials, and they might really get mad at me after this video and get my ass fucked. Well, you know, you are Christian and conservative after all, so you should know how to turn the other cheek. But yeah, the thing is, I'm not really actually here to react to their videos, even though, like I already said, people like this piss me off a whole lot, where I have a progressive outlook on life, and I would like to be a worldly citizen. However, my passport sucks and I have these insane roadblocks in my way. Whereas people like these have the whole world open for them, welcoming them with open arms, but they still decide to be Z. Just could not be me, that's all I'm gonna say. However, like I said, I'm not really here to react to their videos, more so I actually want to react to comments on their videos. Because honestly guys, the comment section on this channel might be the most Z comment section I've seen in my life, and just full of insane copium. I mean guys, I just searched up Z and I already got 8 results on just this page of the comments on this video. So we have Gennady here with Z profile picture, of course, saying, "You made the right choice to stay. It's just temporary turbulence. Everything will be alright in the future. Cope. Russia will come out on top and will remain an oasis of sanity in an insane anti-Christian world. Glad your family is doing well." Yeah, the way Russia is acting right now, that's very Christian. That's definitely, turning the other cheek and forgiving and definitely, complying with all the 10 commandments. I've been saying this for years and nobody's been listening to me. The intertwining between conservatives in the West and like literally Z nationalists is huge. And it's always been that way, but people called me crazy when I uploaded that video 2 years ago. Well, from now on, you should be listening to me. Another one right here, we have Roman. Z profile picture, of course. German agricultural sector already stopped. The greenhouses and incubators. In Italy, 100k farms are on the verge of closure due to skyrocketing production costs. It is just the beginning. Famine is about to enter Europe, and the rest as well. Just like all the way throughout its history of plague and degeneracy. Ooh, oh my god. Then we have Z profile picture, Artyom Kazakov. Good luck, new Russians people. Sorry, my English. So yeah, Z people love them, which is, curious. I guess that's just a coincidence though. Now let's read a couple of comments in Russian, because I think those are even better. So Sergey here says, watching this video of a healthy, normal family from Australia, that is a dog whistle. I'm very sure that this collective West still has decent people in it. Who actually types like this? Like, what the fuck, man? We need to help them in getting the citizenship of the Russian Federation. They are not a burden. They're coming to work and create new companies, new farms, and more. They create new job opportunities. Russia needs these people. The thing is, I actually agree. That would be great to have Westerners move into Russia and vice versa and everything, to have great cooperation, but I just don't think this guy has that angle when he's writing that comments, I want to exchange all of these Russians that suddenly decided that they're ashamed to be Russians for these Australian and other true Russians. Vyacheslav says, "You're doing the right thing by staying. Russia is a strong, independent country and we have a great future. We're gonna be living in spite of the entire world." Of course, this guy loves shaman, so he is living in spite of the entire world. "And we're going to live well when the whole Western world is going to be submerged in an economic crisis, because we have everything. From natural resources, forests and water, to crops, milk and meat. We cannot be broken. Cope. Cope. That's all I gotta say, man. I cannot believe real people are writing these comments. These have to be bots. Like, I truly cannot believe these are real people. Oh yeah, and this comment right here was my favorite by far. Russian immigrants in the EU are soon going to come back to Russia. There is a general understanding now that we have to live home. There is an understanding that the future can only be secure in a country with great natural resources. Soon enough, life in Russia will be 3 to 5 times cheaper than in Europe. Europe and America are becoming more expensive, whatever that means. Clearly a doctor of economics right here, clearly. China and Russia are going forward. Yes, guys. Glory to the proletariat. They could produce for cheaper even before, and now it's even more cheaper. So we have to live and produce in Russia. Look, I can assure you that Russian immigrants in Europe are definitely not coming back. Because I see what's actually going on. Because I'm not 45 years old, I don't live in a village, and I actually have contact with an outside world, and I know what the young people of Russia actually want. Because I actually talk to them and I'm actually part of that generation. For my circle personally, and this is like a very extended circle, I know a lot of people. I'm a YouTuber, I've had this career for a while, I've met many different people. I'd say like a solid 70% of young people in my age that are good at something, are, creative people that make different projects that could benefit Russia massively. Everybody, like 70% of them have left. Most of these people usually say that it's good because, this exodus of people is, vetting out all the traitors and the enemies of Russia, which is definitely, a great outlook on life. But these people, they live in a fantasy world where this is actually making Russia better, and suddenly now, apparently, because Russia is shut from the entirety of the world, we're gonna be producing some insane shit. And we don't care about the people who left, but also we're gonna make propaganda videos saying that the people who left are all traitors and terrible people. Oh, and also we're fighting against the collective West and NATO and everything, and the West is, just full of evil people that are, have terrible morals and just have no morals, actually. So yeah, we hate Westerners and we hate the West, but also when Westerners come to Russia and essentially become one of the good ones, then oh yeah, guys, you're Russian now, let's go hug and drink vodka together and dance with bears and shit, because you guys are one of the good ones and you made the right decision, and also, we're all doing so great right now. I mean, I don't know, man. I just want to try the copium that these people are taking. It's some good shit, clearly. I want to be as sure of the future as these people are. Good on you for standing by Russia and not falling for the propaganda. It is good to be loyal to a country which offers security for our families. Especially ones which aren't neoliberal hellholes. I don't know, man. I'm just like, I don't know, my face might be kind of red right now. That's kind of I feel right now. Like, my head is pulsating because there is literally probably nothing that annoys me more than, you know, Matthew from fucking Alabama sitting in his trailer talking about how Russia is, you know, the most free and secure country in the world, and I wish I had a Russian citizenship. Bro, contact me. We'll figure something out. Let's exchange. Quite honestly, I'm down. Because you clearly do not want to be traveling the world and using privileges that your passport gives you, so I'll gladly step in for you. Is that a deal? Text me, brother. Yeah, I mean, that's like the most baffling thing to me though about this still. Like, I've already talked about this, but it's just crazy to me how all these Z people with Z profile pictures, these people are talking about how, you know, whatever, we need to nuke Washington, DC, saying how the West is terrible, but there are some good Westerners that reject, you know, liberal Western degeneracy and move to Russia. It's just insane to me, man. These people's mindsets has not progressed further than maybe like the year 1978. So Gorbachev was already too much for them. They wasn't ready to accept that. And now they're happy they finally have a collective enemy to fight against once again to, you know, reignite their national spirits and to create a spiritual rebirth in Russia, because these are just people who actually deeply understand, and I'm deeply emphatic towards. I know that these are people who have grown up without much prospects in life, they've never seen decent money, they've never traveled the world, they've never been to the West, they've never been probably outside of Russia, because actually, according to the data, like over 70% of Russians have never been abroad. These are people who are deeply frustrated, they feel as though they've been dealt a bad card in life, however, instead of seeing the root cause of the problem and realizing why that is the case, they succumb to this nationalistic agenda of, you know, standing up against the West and, you know, going our own way in order to make themselves feel like they're actually making a difference. They want to be part of something bigger. And overall, I feel like nationalism in general, this idea that adhering to a particular group of people makes you right by default, or that it makes you better than other people, or that it makes you have the right to dictate to other people how to live, people from other countries how to live. These deeply frustrated and unrealized people feel like that is their ticket to actually make a difference, and unfortunately, they become part of this mob. And it's just sad, and it's in particular even more sad to see foreigners who have nothing to do with it, who haven't grown up in those conditions, being succumbed and becoming part of that exact same mob. So yeah, guys, what did we learn in today's video? I guess Russia's the greatest country in the world. It has everything, you know, going for it in the future, and if you're a foreigner, you better move right now and get your Russian residency, and then I will congratulate you on my Instagram with your personal condolence. Anyways, guys, yeah, I guess this is gonna be pretty much it for today's video, though. If you guys did enjoy it, then please make sure to slap the like on it. As well, guys, if you want to support me, additionally, if you want to donate to me, you can go to the link down in the description, become a YouTube member. It's basically like a monthly donation to me, and it helps me out a lot. You can also do a super thanks underneath this video as well. And yeah, guys, this is gonna be pretty much it for today's video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.